Hi, everyone. My name is Damaris Alvarado-Rodriguez. I am the CEO of Innovative Education Consulting Services, and I am so thrilled today to be sharing and discussing the psychological drivers to staff retention. So there are three drivers that lead to staff retention. It's psychological meaningfulness, psychological safety, and psychological well-being. And we're going to get a deeper dive into all three. The psychological meaningfulness. So the key word here is psychological meaningfulness. It holds a significance in the work of early childhood teachers and staff. It refers to an intrinsic value that individuals derive from their work beyond just earning a paycheck or completing tasks. For these professionals, knowing that they are helping shape young minds is incredibly rewarding on a personal level. Some examples of some rewards are following the children's progress as they move up to kindergarten and staying connected with the families. Educators can see firsthand the impact of their efforts. Witnessing positive outcomes like successful transitions into primary grades or academic achievements further increases motivation for this important work that early child care professionals do. The psychological meaningfulness of working with young children provides an ongoing source of inspiration for the early childhood teachers and staff, fueling their dedication and commitment to shaping bright futures for all students under their care. So just think about a time where a child has gone through your program and you've seen probably that child or that family on social media, right? With high honors and receiving a recognition awards from school. Those are all examples of how you can stay connected with your families and children to see the outcomes, right? And how you help shape and mold that child towards those celebrations and towards those achievements in their lives. For psychological meaningfulness and safety, early childhood leaders, it's crucial for fostering a sense of psychological meaningfulness and safety within the workplace. It's important to celebrate staff and recognize their hard work and impact on the organization. ECE leaders can foster meaningfulness and safety in their organizations by simply practicing the following. Sending thank you emails or a personal note or a card can go a long way in making employees feel valued and appreciated. Leaders should also model healthy behaviors and make themselves accessible for informal conversations with their staff. This creates a culture of trust and encourages quality interactions amongst coworkers that are separate from corporate conversations and also building a foundation of trust that helps create a strong sense of psychological safety in your early childcare programs, which also heightens employees' tasks significantly, connecting what they do to with the organization's mission while increasing staff identification. By involving the early childhood leadership team in this process, organizations can foster an environment where employees feel supported, valued, and motivated to contribute positively towards achieving organization goals. Taking the time to help the employees feel valued in their organization also helps them engage psychologically, which leads to behavioral engagement. So let's think about that for a minute. As a leader of a program, you have to take the minute or the time daily to check in with your staff. And the same type of efforts should be taken as well to show appreciation and acknowledgement of appreciation to your staff. So an email, maybe perhaps a thank you email once a week and saying, thank you for the hard work that you do, or thank you for managing this classroom or managing the trip or a field trip, with limited supports or, just acknowledging those small little things are very essential when and meaningful, right? And it makes your staff feel safe in the environment that they're in. They feel valued and appreciated. Now let's dive into some psychological well-being, which is a little bit more in depth. So organizations that prioritize psychological well-being of the employees are taking a proactive approach, right, to creating a healthy work-life balance. One example of this is seen in early childhood programs that recognize the importance of rest and rejuvenation for their teachers during off-peak seasons, like summers. By extending time off and offering summer pay with extended benefits, these organizations demonstrate an understanding of the need for adequate downtime to recharge and maintain productivity throughout the year. This type of support also helps alleviate stress and anxiety associated with financial insecurity during periods without irregular income. In focusing on strengthening psychological availability, organizations that have adopted such benefits like these not only foster a positive culture for their employees, but also reap long term benefits and rewards in terms of employee retention, engagement, and overall performance. So let's think about that for a minute. If you have a teacher in your organization and you have budgeted for that teacher $45,000 a year, you can actually provide that teacher the same, if you're trying to keep that teacher, obviously, and have that teacher stay within your organization, you can provide that teacher that same amount, salary for the year, and you can crosswalk it where it's that teacher's going to get paid for 12 months of the year, but only work 10 months of the year. So whatever works for your program to provide teachers, and obviously if it's within your means and your budgets, that is a very good benefit to provide your teachers in your program. So let's talk a little bit about enhancing psychological availability in your organizations. You can also create in staff engagement activities that allow your team to voice their concerns and desires regarding work-life balance by providing opportunities for employees to describe one small thing that would make a big impact. You're showing them that their needs are valued and acknowledged. This could include offering mental health days without penalty or providing flexible days schedules so parents can go and attend their children's events. So if you have teachers, staff that are in your organizations that are parents, this actually shows value that you are valuing their work life, right? And that you are valuing their need to also be present for their own families. So that's very important to think about when we're looking at our teachers and how many events for their own children are they missing, whether it's a soccer game or maybe even a school dance, graduation. We're in a peak right now that everybody's graduating. Most of the children are graduating right now, or maybe an open house or the first day of school, a dance recital, whatever it is. Maybe perhaps these are perfect times to reach out to your staff and identify what activities will allow them to get the desires of regarding work-life balance, right? And how would that be able to impact them positively, right? Employees may also suggest time off for educational or self-care activities like yoga classes. So for early child care programs that have students that are whether enrolled in CDA programs or associate's degree level programs, bachelor's and master's programs, this is a field that it's evolving. Teachers and staff are evolving and going into the next educational phases of their lives. And that can be very overwhelming when you're balancing a full-time job and balancing home life and also school life right now. So thinking and considering employees that are in school and how you would be able to really support them while they're in school, whether if it's, pulling them out once a week to give them maybe study time, or maybe partnering them with a mentor or someone in your organization that would be able to help them through some coursework or maybe some time or whatever it is. So that is really important, as well as physical activity and yoga. Let's just suppose that one of your employees say, it's really important for me to and go to my yoga classes in the morning. So therefore, I would like to go to my yoga class at 7 o'clock in the morning, and maybe perhaps I can come in from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5, whatever the case is. The point is that you're going to be able to support that staff member because you understand that yoga or maybe a workout at the gym before they come into work or maybe after is really important for their mental health. So those are some ideas to consider, right, when you're doing these exercises with your staff. It is crucial to recognize that everyone has different priorities. And by allowing individuals to identify what matters most to them, you can foster more supportive and engaged workplace culture. Ultimately, investing in the well-being of your team will increase productivity and overall satisfaction within the organization. As you work towards developing staff retention for the next school year and ensuring the continuity of care for your children and families, we hope that this information shared with you has been very helpful for you. For more information about psychological drivers and other staff retention strategies, join our 6-week masterclass sessions and contact us for advice or coaching consulting on how to implement these strategies. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you guys again.